have like this is supposed to be just pastel yellow belly.
That looks more than just pastel yellow, bro. It looks
Yeah,
like
I don't. It is, but I don't know exactly what it is. So they're staying. I got this one, and I got another one that looks like this.
um Tyler, do you hear that they said the RGI found out there's two genes at play with high OD? It's not just a line bred thing.
I
There's
figured. I
like
didn't hear it, but I kind of knew it from the get go. I mean, it's interesting with what's going on, and I think if I'm being straight, like Ozzy, once this RGI stuff comes in, like he was probably one that's gonna hurt the most from it because of all the stuff he does with the OD, the high OD, the different lines of OD, all that
this
stuff.
thing.
Like
You can
he's
take a regular OD, right? And
Mhm.
just put this whatever gene this is, and now automatically it becomes a high OD.
Yeah, it's I don't know. That's probably why he doesn't test a lot of his shit because he kind of knew it. Not knew it. Like
You mean like that weirdo head daddy stuff?
yeah, it's you know whatever. But
Here's another thing I heard. So AJ probably heard of this. Voodoo, Babu's voodoo is just Carnage or Nanny. I think.
Do you
probably.
really? You really
I
think that?
think. It's similar.
I mean, I'm not saying it ain't. It's similar. I don't know.
So like that's gonna be the rough part about the gene testing, especially with codoms, is a lot of the stuff that people are naming new things and doing all that stuff about. They're probably the same thing, just different lines, different this and that, but they're the same gene. So that's gonna be the
Uh,
rough part with gene testing and some of the incomplete dominant genes. People are just calling new genes.
it's gonna hold people accountable for BSing, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Spend talking about Hans Wiener, bro. Watch Hans Wiener's probably sweating in his room over in Germany or wherever he is, bro.
Yeah,
Like once that hurricane test comes out.
yeah. Hurricane, Trick, Blitz, all probably all gonna be proven to be.
I know, because I know from the guy who imported, dude bought a super trick. Hans bought a super trick from him way back when, and then 2 years later, the hurricane came out.
Yet.
So you saying the hurricane it came from Trick?
Yeah, it came from a super trick. It came from a super trick.
You got evidence to back up your claims? You
Oh,
got
everyone's known. Yeah, everyone's known this. This has been facts for a while, huh? Hans is as legitimate as the bulk guy at this point. Well,
uh,
I don't know, but you got think about it. Think about what was that line that Hans had, Tyler, that was crazy, but he talked about it, but then just went quiet. The wax Xanthic. Remember that? The wax Xanthic, bro.
I'm weak.
Wax Xanthic is supposed to be an incomplete dominant Xanthic line.
Nah.
And what happened with that?
He stopped talking about it because people called him out.
Mm.
And then you had the Savannah line of Desert Ghost,
Yeah.
I
which
ain't never.
is. Go ahead, Tyler. What are you saying?
No, yeah, that's gonna be the best and worst part about this the gene testing stuff is people are gonna be shocked at how many genes are the same thing, technically.
Hey, wait
I
till
agree.
zebra. Wait, Tyler. Wait till zebra breeders. Wait to see how zebra breeders react once that fire complex test comes out, bro. When they start testing their zebras for Mackenzie, bro, and it goes positive.
Yeah, I think zebra's interesting. I don't know. I've seen some in person and it's weird. It looks different, but not like radically different. So I don't know about some of the stuff.
Babu, and Mike, this is from Babu himself. He paired a het zebra to a few Mackenzies, and he hit some things that look zebra. So
Yeah, we'll
I
have
don't
to
know.
see on that stuff. Definitely.
Maybe.
I kind of want to see that though. To see the shed testing for that and what it's gonna do to the market.
Cat testing's done everything. It's changed everything, bro. The moment that look at here, because here's the thing. The first thing that happened was people chat tested things that they thought were het but didn't prove out. And the sellers assured them it was het, right? And so it's like it's het for sure, she's proven. But then they don't test het. So now it exposes the shady breeders that sold you fake hets because you can test for that shit now.
Nah, that makes Nah, I agree.
You're probably gonna be filming me, actually.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for me, the only things I've been testing are pets. I haven't tested any codom genes yet. Like I just sent out 2 sheds for a hypoclown that's posset pied male. I need his test should be back really soon. That'll change a lot of shit if he proves.
What you was planning to put him to?
This year, I mean, so he's small. I got him hoping he'd be ready to breed this year, but he probably won't, and if he does, it'll be super late. But if he does, I got one girl who he's definitely gonna go to. She's right here. Like, I just don't want to put her off another year because I've already waited on her too long. So where is she? I just actually had her. She's Orange Dream Yellow Belly, het hypo clown, possible het pied.
Oh wow.
So if he doesn't go, then I'm gonna breed her to the male I got at Tinley from Jason Kittinger. He's a super super Enchi Orange Dream Hypoclown. So I'll hopefully make super Orange Dream Yellow Belly Enchi Hypoclowns out of her. But yeah, no, he's sick. Yeah, I just picked him up at Tinley.
Okay.
He'll be running to some fun stuff. Like, I don't know if anyone likes Monarch, but that's my stuff.
I've heard from a couple big names.
Ooh, hey.
I've heard from a couple big names about Monarch, and it hasn't proved. Well, I mean, Makai is doing it this year, but he's pairing Monarch to Caramel Albino, and I'll be posting the results of that.
I mean, people have already done it, and it hasn't proved. So,
I mean, do you have like a link to that though?
I have 2 of my buddies that have told me, and they're good big breeders. So I'm pretty sure on that one. But yeah, she's Fire Monarch, and she'll be going to the Super NCOD Hypoclown too. So those will be really fun to work.
Ooh.
No.
Now, do you have any HRA, Tyler?
No, I don't have any HRA.
Man.
Never really got into it. Never really loved it. So I was like,
Are you stuck on HRA like that?
No, I mean, I just haven't seen one that blew me out of the water where I was like,
bro, have you not seen the supers, bro? The red Xanthics, man, they're dope as shit.
Like, I like them, but I don't know where to go with them.
Yeah, I really see anybody with them.
The clowns.
That's the stuff with some of those genes. Like my buddy wanted me. God, what was it? Oh, dude, this girl's sick. Check her out, bro. Oh, come on.
8.4.
That's nice.
DHI, Enchi Lesser Sulfur Hypo. But
8.4.
God, what was the
What'd you think I said?
what was the girl? No, the male. He wanted to send me a male. I forget what gene it was. It was a Lori. I think. Was it
Lori, bro, do not say Lori, bro. It is the HRA, bro. I will fight you on this. I'm sorry. Respectfully.
It's the same fucking thing. But yeah, no, he wanted to send me a HRA, Lori, same fucking thing.
All right.
Male. To breed to some of my girls, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. Like I had no combos in mind. I looked up some combos and I was like, nah, I don't know what to do with it.
Listen, bro. Lori is just see. I
What up,
love Brian to
everybody?
death. Don't get me wrong, bro. But Brian did us dirty by doing that, bro. Like,
I mean, I get not really though. Like again, they're the same thing, but everyone does it. You know, so you can't blame him for it. I mean, if everyone's doing it, he's not in the wrong. The whole industry is so.
you gotta break the cycle, man.
Well, he made that gene or came out with it 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
They
So
came out with it. No, Lori. He came out the Lori like 3 or 4 years ago. He came out the Lori.
no, he did not.
Good.
7.5.
I looked that up.
It was like because I remember because it was like 3 or 4 years ago. He's like, I hit this all. I got this blue snake. It could have been a little before that, but it was like he hit this blue snake, and it was like the super lore, and I'm like, that's a red exam thing.
What
And
you
then,
got going on over there, boys?
bro, yo, AJ, bro, get your rubbing lotion out of here, bro.
I was just about to ask what you over there ultrasounding.
Right now, some quad heads.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. They got any
That's it.
codoms in them? Anything else?
What's that?
Any codoms in them or just quad head?
Just quad head. They're albino, G-stripe, ghost hide.
Oh, nice. I just got rid of a albino. Well, it was lavender albino, G-stripe, pie, male. Got rid of him. I ain't had nothing for him.
Oh, that's the gallbladder, right? That dot or the black dot.
No,
that's
that
one of the
should be a
follicles.
follicle.
Yeah.
No,
I was ultrasounding the other day and found just randomly. I wanted to start ultrasound. I found 2 girls at like 15.
Nice.
I was like,
Nice.
I threw them a pair in.
You sound like
Hell
I found my normal female. She was at 20 millimeters.
Yeah, I gotta get an ultrasound. That's on the list to get next.
Looks like 7.1.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I was like, I bought another pastel leopard double het clompide proven breeder from Kyle. Brought her in. She was eating like a champ, and then she stopped eating. I was like, screw it, I'll ultrasound. She was at like 17. I was like,
Yeah, this shit
well,
crazy.
I was like, well, I'll pair her right now.
Yo, Fred. So, when do you start paying your females at like the fuck? Because I've heard that anything below like 15 is pointless because they might reabsorb.
Yeah, we usually wait until about 15.
Yeah, but they can reabsorb anything up to even 30. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me with pairing, I do a lot of like proven girls, bigger girls. I wait until like 13 to 15 to pair, but on a lot of first year girls, I'll throw them a pairing once I start seeing like 7, 8, just to kind of like kick them into it.
That's what I was about to ask because I was thinking about doing the same thing. But would you let's say you got a newer girl and she's around 7 or 8, would you go ahead and put the exact pairing that you want in there? Let's say you got a new boy as well and he doesn't quite get it yet, or would you just go ahead and try to put like a proven breeder male in there just to kind of get her like, you know what I'm saying, stimulated or whatever the case may be?
Oh, the newborn will figure it out pretty quickly most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the male. Like, if you know a male, like, once you pair him, he doesn't eat well. Like, I have males like that. I won't pair them until it's, like, necessary. But, like, my clown pied male, I can throw him with 10 females and he'll eat every week. Like, I'll pair him whenever I feel. But it's very dependent. I tell a lot of people, it's breeding is heavily dependent on your males, and people don't think that. But if your male doesn't eat and he locks like shit, or he locks great but doesn't eat, it like your season can get screwed over by a male.
It definitely can.
Like that's like my
Go ahead.
No, like one of my most powerful males I've wanted to use for forever. I've only gotten 1 clutch from him because the second I pair him with a female, he stops eating. And even when he's not pairing, he's a sparing eater. So I know I might be able to pair him to like 2 females a year if I'm lucky. And he's that OD Mario Spot Nose Desert Ghost. So he's like a crazy nice male. But I know I can only pair him to 1 or 2 females, or he's just not going to eat, not produce good clutches, or or stuff like that. So it's very
when
dependent on your male.
if you produce another male Mario, you gonna just hold that back too, just in case to have a backup.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's been my goal, is to get him to breed. That's been also my issue, is I don't have a ton of DG females to make visuals. So like, what, this year he just ate, but I made a pastel orange dream yellow belly Mario double het desert ghost genetic stripe male that I'm holding back.
Did you say you're making that, or you made that?
I made that.
He said he made that.
You had that. Can we see that?
Yeah, here. He just ate, so I'll pull him out really quick.
Also, speaking of the males thing, Jason Amos told me personally, and he said it's the males that are the picky ones, not the females. Like a male can like a certain female and not lock with other females, will only lock with one female. And then if that case is, you have to just put the female you want him to lock to, and the female he likes tub with her scent, and usually that fixes it.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice as hell.
So yeah, that whole clutch I'm holding back. I've decided I'm probably gonna hold back the whole thing, because I got that male. I got a Mario spot nose who's really sick. Double het. This whole clutch just ate, but this is just Mario and spot nose. If I can get his head out.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, that's.
I'm hop out real quick and look at this game. I'll be back.
2 lines on the back of the head, going down the neck.
I don't know. All you guys know what a single gene OD looks like, but this is when you throw Mario on top. So this is just OD Mario, and that's double het. But
oh wow,
that one's female. So I got
Mario. That's when he gets the mustache, right?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
But I hit those first two I showed, the Paso OD YB Mario and the Spot Nose Mario, are both male, and then I hit OD Mario double het female, and then I hit 3, which I'm super happy about. Wait, you're the one in shed. There's 2 of them are in shed and 1 of them's out, so I gotta find which one's out of shed. That one's in shed. That one's in shed, so it must be this one. Come on. Bam. So this is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that's Pastel Mario Spot Nose. 2 of them have Orange Dream, 1 of them doesn't, and then they're all possible Yellow Belly. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
So they're at least. This one's Pastel OD Mario Spot Nose Double Het Desert Ghost G Stripe female.
Man,
what made you want to get into the Mario? Like, what's the end goal for it?
For me, I don't really know. I got him in the collection, and I loved him. So at this point, I just want to, like, the Mario G-Stripe stuff hasn't been touched at all, so I wanted to try that. The male I have, the breeder is sick. He's one of my favorite looking boys. Where are you at? Come here. So he doesn't even show up good. He's so bright.
Whoa. That's just single gene Mario?
That's OD Mario Spot Nose Desert Ghost.
Oh,
there
sweet.
Oh, wow.
So that's Dad.
It's hard.
So this year I'm pairing him at least to a Pastel Het DG. And she's actually Pastel G Stripe, but that doesn't really matter in this pairing. So I'm pairing him to her. And then I'm trying to find out, again, like one female that I have that would use him to the best of his ability and what I want to do, because I know I can only pair him to 1 or 2 females a year.
Actually, we could. Well,
Mario's the incomplete dom, right?
Yeah, it's incomplete dominant. My end goal with it, honestly, I know it's kind of basic when talking about like end goals in a project. I really just want to hit Super Mario Desert Ghosts because
you want to be known for Mario?
No, not at all. I just think it's a cool gene that if I can throw it into some projects.
The name sounds pretty good, yeah.
Like, why not? If I can throw it into projects, it's not the thing that I'm like, holy shit, know me for Mario. But
all right, so my question is, what do you think is better, G Stripe or Tri Stripe?
That's a tough question because they do completely different things. Like, I love both. I don't have any Tri-Stripe, but that's been one of the genes for the past like 3 months. Me and my dad have been looking like, yo, we need a Tri-Stripe.
Yeah.
It's
Colorado Cold Blood's got some nice ones, man.
Zach Schrader's been
That's
trying
where
to
I
hit.
was looking at them at.
Yeah,
That's where I was
Schrader's been
looking
trying
at
to hook me up with some. I've had bigger priorities. Like I needed a breeder male really bad. And that Tinley Zach was gonna hit me up with a like 600, 700 gram tri-stripe female for a really good price. But I was like, dude, I need a big breeder female or big breeder male that I can plug to some females, and so I bought the Super Inchy OD Hypoclown male from Jason.
Nice.
Once I have some like
Trying to do it.
I got spare money where it's not like 100% needed for a project, I'm probably gonna get some tri-stripe just to start growing it up. But again, they're completely used for different things. Like G-stripe, I want to work G-stripe clown a lot. Tri-stripe clown, I don't love. So I think with tri-stripe, the way I'd want to work it is throw it into like hypo monarch, like genes like that, like hypo monarch, some other like GHI. Zach made a GHI Mojave tri-stripe that I love, but I mean the
that made the
tri-clown I
tri-stripe
don't
super
like.
dark, right?
Yeah, the tri-stripe I don't like in clown. I don't like it in pied, which is my big thing is pied. So it kind of just be like something to mess around with in like some nice orange stream yellow belly tri-stripes look sick, and of course I think
Still tri-stripe.
the best tri-stripe I've ever seen, and I think that's on the market, are Desert Ghost tri-stripes by far.
Hypo.
Like hypo DG tri-stripe I think is a really good goal for that project because DG tri-stripes are sick. I don't know if I've even seen a hypo tri-stripe visual.
How much is that, AJ?
13.1 millimeter on M1s.
What's that on?
That's from my she's pied, pastel, 50% head hypo, and 66% head ultra male.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say clown, and I was gonna say, yo, I need her right now.
I need her right now.
She's starting to get big though.
But no, if there's honestly,
I like how her saddles
clean
look,
water bowl, a must.
like, well, if I'm being honest, like back to the question, like, what do you want to be known for? That's such a hard fucking question, like for real.
No, facts. I asked
Thank you.
I asked because I was looking at somebody's videos like from like Tinley and stuff like that, just a local show, and I just seen on somebody's banner where it literally like said like clown pods, DG, like it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
yeah, for me, it's like I want to be known for producing high quality shit in general. It's like what I like. There's projects I want to push farther. Like for me, it's Monarch. Like I want to go Monarch, Clown, and like Clown Pie projects and Monarch projects are what I want to like run.
So why Monarch and not Ultramel?
For me, it's just for me. I like the Monarch look a little better. It's not. I like Ultramel a lot, but the darkness and the different contrast the Monarch I like a little better, and the fact that it's more I guess like niche, like not too many people have it. Like everyone wants Ultramel, everyone has Ultramel, but you'd be hard pressed to find nice Monarch combos that a lot of people have.
It's exclusive. It feels like it's really exclusive.
Yeah, and it's something where like, people want to push projects, but they want to push like clown projects and they want to push pied projects, which I want to do. But it's damn near impossible to push those projects because so many people have them. Like
that's true.
Clowns the staple, Pied's a staple. So to try and push a project when you don't have 400 or 500 animals and are just on the actual leading edge of it, it's almost impossible to like make your own way in Clown and Pied and be separate from other people. Whereas
I don't really mess with
Clown. The realest statement I heard all week, bro.
I don't mess with Clown. Like that was my whole mindset. Like I like it. I think it's visually stunning, but I just feel like coming in now, I'm entirely too late. Like it's
yeah, that's the thing. Like with me too on DG, like I love Desert Ghost, but I don't have a lot of it, and I don't think I'm gonna get or buy too much of it because I'm already so behind in it. There's no point.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
You gotta pick and choose. Like for me right now, the past 3 snakes I bought, 2 of them were monarch. Actually, the past 4 snakes I bought, 3 of them were monarch animals, and one of them was that Super Enchi OD Hypoclown, which was bought specifically to pair to a monarch.
Okay.
So, like all of
we
that
almost
stuff
got out of
lines up.
DG ourselves, but we had a real good friend, Socios.
Yeah.
They ended up making a crazy combo, and we're like, well, shit, now we got to see if we can find anything else.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing too is like Desert Ghost Clown. I love Desert Ghost Clown. It's sick, and people have been offering me, and I've seen Desert Ghost Clowns I really like, but even just to get into the base form, like it's way way cheaper now than it has been. But my buddy Frank Rossi, I know you guys probably don't know him. He lives 10 minutes from me, and he has 2 pairings to make visuals, and he was like, yo, if you want one, you can just have one, because we're super good friends and we do split pairings all the time. I sell a good amount of his animals because he doesn't do shows. He's not like an outgoing kind of guy, so I sell a lot of the snakes he produces for him. So he was like, yo, I'll hook you up on a really good price, or you can just have it. And like tomorrow he's bringing over like a nice clown. I think it's a red stripe yellow belly clown female for me to pair to my monarch het pied male. So like we're just doing split clutches and we're good buddies. So for me to get into DG from other people is like, because I know he's gonna have next year, like this coming year, you could have Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Desert Ghost, Batmans.
Oh, nice.
So like for me to go to other people and spend like top dollar when I know I can go to him and like we could work something out. Like,
Yeah, work definitely.
Money. But
yeah, I feel it. That makes sense though.
That's on me with the DG. Like I love it. It's one of my favorite things, but I can't go out and spend the money I want to spend to lead that project. It's impossible. That's why I like Monarch and Tri-Stripe is in that same realm right now too, where a lot of people are hopping on Tri-Stripe. But if you hop onto it now, you're still on like
you still in there. Yeah, you still kind of in there a little bit.
Yeah, if you have the stuff to surround it with, which
there we go.
Like for me,
Damn.
I feel like I do. If I bought a nice Tri-Stripe male or like a couple Tri-Stripe females,
hell yeah, that's the biggest we've seen.
I've got 100 plus females I could pair a male to, and I got 40 males I could pair the females to, so I can like split off projects from that Tri-Stripe that other people might not have. Whereas again, like if I'm buying a clown, nothing I can pair it to that makes me separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was thinking of the other girl.
That's how I was trying to run my projects. Like
I'm still making clowns. Like my favorite thing when I got into it was pieds. I love clowns. So
9.5.
My biggest projects I have quantity wise and I guess quality wise is clown pied. Like I got probably 13 females this year that could breed to make double visuals. Like this entire bottom row, those 2 are all double hets. These 2 are possible triple het hypoclown pieds. I've got like even this girl who I also bought from Jason. She's pastel Enchi leopard blade yellow belly clown, 66 het G stripe pied. And then I got like next to her I got an Enchi lemon blast clown het. Where the hell are you? There you are. Enchi lemon blast clown.
I thought that shit got away.
Hey, I think the same thing. I'm like, oh,
yeah, so like
find one.
You know, I got a lot of stuff in that, but I'm trying to make. I even got, where is she? She hasn't gone for me yet. She reabsorbed last year, which pissed me off. 2nd year in a row, but that's the double visual girl. She's deep in shed, but it's the clown pied female.
Pod what now?
Clown pied.
Oh.
So I mean, yeah, she's like almost 2,800 grams now, and she hasn't gone in 2 years straight. So I'm pairing her to the Monarch het pied this year again to make. I'll be the first one to have pied double het Monarch clowns.
I hope you hit for them. You are gonna hit. Pretty much, they're gonna be hits, right?
Though at least
pied double het Monarch clowns. That's deep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's. Yeah, like I'll have that clutch of Monarch stuff. I'll have a double het clutch with my split clutch from Frank. It'll be red stripe, yellow belly, double het Monarch clowns, pos het pieds. And then I'll have
But see, Brandon, that goes back to what I was saying. Like, you got like right now, bro, the way the market is, it's like it's either it ain't no more single gene and recessive. You gotta be single gene, double recessive, or visual, like double visual. You know what I'm saying? It's like
and that's yeah, that's the tough part.
Really though, I don't agree.
Yeah, there's a ton of shit that. No, I don't agree either. Like 100%, I don't agree. But there's definitely a bigger market, especially if you're selling to people like us that are breeders. Yeah, you want a lot of pied het, clown het, hypos, or like single visual, double hets, visual hets, all that. But for me, I do a shitload of shows, so I find.
Well, I get the pet quality is better sales.
Yeah, even just the simple stuff like this right here. Like this girl I know, when I take her to a show, she'll probably sell. Pastel GHI Mojave het hypo, female. I'll throw her on my table for like $300 and she'll sell.
You say what?
I'll throw her for like $300.
Might not need to put her on that table, brother.
Like she's for sale right now. I just don't have space on my table. Like same with this guy. Like this is super pastel GHI Mojave pinstripe hypo.
And what you selling that for on the table?
I can look at my list. I probably got him at like 500-ish, maybe 6.
Okay. I was just trying to see, because he said 3, so I was trying to see was he only going to go 350.
But yeah, like I got those. And again, it's standard, but pet people fucking love them, dude.
27, somewhere in there.
Bells, they'll sell. Like I'm producing stuff that, like this year I didn't hit too much that's like holdback for myself.
Yeah.
But again, I hit a lot of stuff that like hypo het pied, females, males. I hit those Mario clutches. Those will all be mine. But
you holding all those back.
Yeah, like even these are freaking sick, dude. I love these things. Oh wait, no, that's not one of them. This thing's like a sick male. I hit a female too. That's very similar. But this is stick with me, a GHI black pastel Mojave KRG fire yellow belly 66 at pipe. I hit that. And then I hit it without, actually I think he's in shed or just starting to shed or something, but I hit it without fire, and look at how dark this freaking thing is. Oh, you got half his shed off. But
oh wow,
that's GHI Mojave black pastel KRG yellow belly 66% het pied female.
That shit almost look G-stripish.
It's insane. And like speaking of G-strap, I know like they're still in the incubator, haven't even shed. But bro, I posted these on my Instagram, and I've had DMs of people wanting to buy them already. Like they're genetically simple combos, but they're one of the prettiest looking freaking snakes I've ever made. And this is deep in shed. That's banana Cinienchi G-stripe.
Oh wow.
I hit 4 of those male. Like
banana cinnamons are beautiful as babies.
Dude, I love them. And then throw the Enchi because it's a lilac. It just makes them super orange. I can't wait till they're out of shed, dude. Like again, those are like relatively inexpensive snakes that you throw on your table, you throw on Morph Market, and people love them because they're freaking cool. But
right.
Again, for me and for like other people who are buying as breeders, 100%, like the way to go is single visual, double head, or like visual het, and like all that stuff with codoms. But and I think that is the future, 100%. But you got to like balance. At least for me, I got to balance on shit to sell and stuff to keep.
No, I agree because that's just like I was looking on the market earlier. Like let's say about a month or 2 ago, when I was looking at like bananas and stuff, like different combos with bananas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like a lot of things wasn't as expensive as it is now.
No. It's the market's definitely
like it looked like it fluctuate. Like it looked like 1 minute. Brandon, your other camera's still on.
I'll get that one off.
You good? I took it off. But it's like 1 minute. What time ago?
Yeah, I don't know.
I I don't know what happened. He just
Oh, they're dropping off like flies.
I don't know. Y'all internet messing up.
Nah, man, my phone was messing up. That jump was all over the place. But I seen that last one that he pulled out, that GHI something. It was black, looked like a G stripe before the actual G stripe one. That looked like the GHI purple passion I got.
Oh, okay, it's dark too.
Yeah, that
But
jump.
I was telling. There you go. Hold on.
Yo, my bad.
Tyler, you ain't ghost.
Don't know what happened.
I was saying, with the banana situation, that I was seeing some bananas on Morton Market or whatnot. Like, let's say, like months ago, certain combos was a lot cheaper, but then like I looked at a banana super stripe or whatever today, and I seen one selling for $500. But like 2 months ago, I saw it selling for like $3 something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's like because a lot more people like, as far as like, let's say we're selling at shows and people are starting to buy bananas more. If that's why some people are like kind of like trying to bring their prices up a little bit or whatever the case may be, like it might be like a little slight demand. But I don't know. I just think that's kind of it's kind of crazy to me.
I mean, yeah, the market is weird. Like 100%, it's weird. You got people like I do see at shows and just online in general, like undercutting. Like the market's low, but some people don't want to even hold like the low market. Like if everything's going for, again, 3 months ago it was going for 500, and now it's going for like 4. People are going and saying, well, shit, it's not selling at 4, and they'll go to 200 because they don't want to hold it. So like that's
crazy.
There's no consistent market right now where you can like. I explained it to my friend. It was like, you used to like, especially like project wise. Like I think this is why DG Clown's getting a huge hit right now. Is on every single project that's ever been on ball pythons, there's like a steady way it goes. You get the project and no one has it, and like people see it, you know, and it keeps going here, and then someone has it, someone sees a nice combo, it shoots up. And it goes up for a few years, and then it like plateaus for a year or two, and then it slowly starts coming down. But like DG Clown hit that, like people saw DG Clowns, it started going up, it was hitting the plateau, and then COVID hit, so it didn't stay at that plateau for a year or two. It stayed at that plateau for 2 years plus 3. And then that drop that usually happens over like multiple years happened in a year because people were like, holy shit.
Wow.
Like it was kind of catching up to where it should be. You know what I mean? Like it should have started dropping 3 years ago very incrementally, but it stayed at the same price for 5 years. And now the market just shot down to what it should be in a year. Like it's weird to explain, but there's a lot of projects like that. DG Clown 3 years ago was at $6,000. 2 years ago, it should have been at $5,000. Last year, it should have been at $4,500. This year, it should have been at, again, $3,500, $4,000. Whereas last year, it was at $6,000, and now it's at $3,000 because it missed the slow decline and just fucking plummeted because of what happened in the market where everything was selling and everything was holding so good that when it stopped holding and no one was buying, the market plummeted all the way down.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was watching Flawless Exotics. I think it was yesterday. I was watching their replay, and they was talking about the same thing. They were saying it's hard right now because you might get in a project and think it's gonna be great, so you buy into it at like $4,000 for one animal, and then around the time that you can actually start to produce with it, now it's like $800 an animal.
Yeah, I mean that's like. I saw that way not too much, but like it was expanded during COVID. Was like my buddy Frank, he bought all of his shit during COVID, but when people are buying in and they haven't bred before, and again, I didn't breed too long before it. I was only breeding like two or 3 years before it, and not even to a huge scale. Yeah. But when you see projects holding value like that, they have to go down. It goes down. Everything goes down in the world except for like taxes and land. But that's a different point. Fuck. But if you expect, like I found it out firsthand when I got into the PandaPide stuff. That was the first project I ever got into, and I made a whole spreadsheet. Like I bought a black pastel yellow belly pied male, black pastel pied female, and I was
Yeah,
like,
the whole stuff.
when these breed, each baby's gonna be $4,000. This past year was the first time I hit them, and I sold one female at $3,000. I sold one female at 25, and I just sold a male. I shipped them out today for 1,500. Like, still good money, but it's not $4,000 where they were.
Per animal.
Exactly. Like I made my 2 panda pied females made me the same amount of money I thought I was gonna make per snake.
Okay.
You know, so like you should know that on almost every investment. And again, if you bought DG Clown stuff like a year before COVID, yeah, you're in luck, dude, because it went up and it stayed up.
Yeah.
But now you're screwed.
Yeah, now if you, I don't know, man.
If you bought your stuff in 21, and now they're starting to breed, like again, you bought babies in 20, and now they're starting to breed. Everything you were gonna make is like half value, if not less.
Yeah, I mean the good part about it, honestly, is like if you were to hit like 5 visuals, at least you get that initial investment.
Oh yeah,
back.
like that's again. I use him as an example on this kind of topic a lot. But my buddy Frank, again, he had a clutch that if it went when it should have, would have been a $45,000 clutch, but she reabsorbed. Wow. Now, by the next time she's gonna go, the clutch might be worth $10,000 if he's lucky.
Wow.
Shit.
So yeah, because he bought a pastel clown het desert ghost female and a desert ghost clown male. He paired them. This was last year when DG clowns were still running for $4,500. She had 8 eggs, 8 like 30 millimeter eggs in her and reabsorbed. If she laid, that could have been again $30,000 to $40,000 clutch. Now if she goes, I mean pastel clown hat DGs. I just saw a male posted today for $400.
Man.
And visual males, pastel DG clowns are going for 25. So best case scenario, he hits 8 desert ghost clown males at $2,500. That's still a good amount of money, but it's a quarter of what he would have made if she went the first time around.
But you know what too, and that's also dependent on if they sell right out.
Yeah.
Because if he had to hold them and they still go down in value next year or whatever, it ain't gonna, you know.
And that was he buys a lot of his stuff from Tufaki Royals. I don't know if you know who that is, TJ. But what TJ's strategy was for a long time is he'd produce the snake and hold it until it was like 800 grams and then sell it for double the value.
I know
like
somebody else, they said the same thing.
Super smart strategy a few years ago because people were buying stuff like that all the time. And Frank was like, yo, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have Desert Ghost Clown females and not post them until they're 800 grams. And I can charge 10 grand for them instead of 4. And then he was like, dude, the second they hatch, they need to go on the market and sell. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can't hold it and expect for them to go up in value, even with size. Like, I have females that I hit that are going, usually, the bigger they get, the more expensive they get.
Yeah.
But at this point, there's definitely animals that do. But it's a lot less. Like, I have females that I could have sold for $1,200 as babies, and now I could sell them right now as 900-gram females for $800. Like, there's ways to go about it that used to be, you gotta like adapt to it. So, especially if you're holding back stuff to like sell later, you have to be real smart about what you're gonna do that with.
Yeah. My mentor, the dude that got me in, like the first person I seen, that's what he was doing. Like, he was waiting because he was like, some of this stuff changes as it ages. So it's like, if you don't really know what's in it, you want to wait to see what it actually turns into, because you could sell. I bought a what is it? Purple passion from him, and when I purchased it, it was two females. One up, they looked identical. But when I purchased it, he put it in the wholesale tub. I was waiting for it to grow, finish eating all that. But at the end, mine was like way whiter. Like the stripe on mine is way whiter than the stripe on his. And he was like, man, my wife wanted to know if you were willing to trade. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. But coming out the egg, they look exactly the same. So I'm thinking his might have had yellow belly in it or something. Because his was like had like a yellowish tint to it. But yeah, that's what he told me to do originally. He said until you actually figure out what you absolutely want to do, make great quality pet animals.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you can make $500-$600 off a snake. You don't gotta go for the top and just use that to build you up to until you find out exactly what you want to do.
That's the strategy I agree with the best. Is like for me, like again, when I started, again, I was young and like really stupid. I still am young and stupid, but I fucked up a lot of things. Like I remember the first clutch of pieds I ever got. It's probably like 13 years old. I killed.
You said when you was 13.
Yeah, I got my first clutch when I was 12. My first two when I was 12.
And how old are you now?
18.
Nice.
But
nice.
That first clutch of visual recessives I ever got, I killed a female pied because two of the snakes died. 2 visual pied females died because one of them had a umbilicus that I needed to tie off and cut, but I didn't do it the right way, so I killed the snake. And then the other one had hard belly, and I didn't know how to deal with it, and it died. So it's when
like the poop, like it constipates.
No, it's like when some of the
yolk,
like absorbed yolk is stuck inside the belly, like right inside where the slit is. It can like solidify and get hard, and what you have to do to it, like really carefully, is kind of like massage it out of the cloacas. If you get it early, usually it's easy. If you get it late, it literally just kills the whole snake. Or when you try and push it out,
we're gonna go ahead and switch over.
It breaks the cloaca and it like kills your animal. But that happened. My first visual pied clutch I ever got. 2 of the snakes died. But if you take that into account, like I'm so happy it happened with those, and not like if I got in, again I couldn't. But if I did and I got a clutch of babies that were worth 10 grand and that happened, oh, I'd die, dude. You know what I mean? So like figuring out all the kinks in your stuff on animals that, again, they're great. They're animals, and till this day I hate that they died, but I'd rather it happen then for me to learn rather than now when I have a lot more money and a lot more like animals and a lot more stuff to do with. Like I'd be screwed if that didn't happen all the way back then. So like learning on animals that aren't as valuable, I 100% agree with. Like that's my biggest thing. When people go in with 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 and they buy all that stuff, you don't know what's going to happen, dude.
No, fact. And I'd be really iffy on that too. Like sometimes I'd be like, I want to make a big investment, but I'm like, damn, what if something happens and then all the money down the drain and all that, man?
Yeah,
they're always on.
Like that's what the tough part is. For me, I've been real lucky with not like horrible things happen, but like I've had a female prolapse before, and like I figured it out. She's still alive. She might breed this coming year for me, but like all that shit happened. Like I know how to deal with it compared to, again, like now, yeah, I mean, I've spent a lot of money on it. Me and my dad have, but we know how to deal with more issues than we did 6 years ago. Like, so, I'm in a way better place because of those like starter animals compared to if you spend 50 grand on snakes and you have zero experience with snakes or like very limited experience with snakes or animals in general, you never know what's gonna happen, dude.
Shit's scary, bro.
Like, and when something does happen, now I have a lot more grasp on what to do next. Like if a female gets egg bound, bam, I got 10 people I can call right away to help me out. Compared to 6 years ago, bro, that female's dying no matter what. Like now the female might die.
Yeah.
But I can talk to people and figure it out.
Yeah, at least you tried.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, I'm not gonna lie to you. Versus, look, if I can't figure it out, I'm sorry. You just got to go.
Yeah, like I got a female right now. I'm actually getting nervous about, but hopefully she'll lay in the next like 3 to 5 days. If not, I'll have to figure some stuff out. But again, like I'm not up and down a wall like crying, not getting sleep about it, because I know in 3 days if she doesn't lay, I'm making a few phone calls. I'm getting a guy to my house, and like we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Yeah, I'm stressed over it, but I'm not dying about it like I would have if I had zero information and zero connections or anything. And I think like that's a huge part about it, especially being in it for like longer and longer. The people you meet, like friend AJ, like, super fucking great guys.
Oh, thank you. We like you too, man.
Like you meet people that help you in different ways, and you just meet cool fucking guys. If I didn't know people, I'd have been screwed. Like,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
I
I
just,
think a big part of the hobby is actually like getting to know people and make those connections for real, bro.
dude, I got an interview with Troy at Best Dress for like my fucking one of my school projects.
Yeah,
And like
I
why
was just
not?
watching with him. I was just watching a podcast with him on there.
Dude, Troy's that guy. I love Troy.
I actually met him out at the Reptilian Nation out here in Atlanta.
Mm.
And I recorded him he had a snippet. I didn't get to interview him at the time, but I had like a little snippet of his setup and all that on my YouTube video.
Like that's where all my Monarch stuff is from Troy.
Okay.
Nice.
My Monarch het pied male, my Fire Monarch breeder female, I just bought from him like 3 months ago. I got a double het Monarch pied female that'll breed this year, and I got a super pastel het Monarch female that will go next year. All of those are from Troy.
So with that, like with your projects, do you try to keep your projects in line with that individual person, or do you say like Troy got your Monarchs? If you was to come across Blue Line Morphs and you wanted the clown pie from him, would you?
Oh fuck yeah! It's like there's the differences. For me, I know where I'm going and like specific people and markets to go with. Like if I hit
Exactly.
Enchi, Orange Dream, Fire, Het Monarch Clown Pieds, which I hopefully will hit this year, I know if I want to sell them, I'll go to Troy, I'll go to Tom Harbin, I'll go to Jake from Sybil Serpents, I'll go to those guys because I know they're going to be interested in it. If I hit my Orange Dream Yellow Belly Hypo Clown Pieds, I'll go to Baker, I'll go to Kyle Hoffman, I'll go to those guys, even though Kyle doesn't buy shit anymore because he doesn't have to. But as an example, I'd go to those 3 or 4 guys and be like, yo, I got this Orange Dream Yellow Belly Hypo Clown Pied, which again, I wouldn't sell. I'd have to be dying to sell that thing. But I know like in my group, I know who like would be interested in those projects. And then again, for like my GHI Mojave Hypo stuff, those are going to be ones that, yeah, I go throw up on my table and other just even nice snakes. Like I'll throw them up on my table. But if I have specific projects, again, like my Monarch Clown Pied stuff, I'm probably going to keep as much of it as I can. But I know Troy's already got snakes in that project on a high end, which it probably won't ever happen. But if I had Monarch Clown Pied stuff that Justin wanted, like I know he's very nice into that project, and the Monarch Clown and the Monarch Pied. I know the people in those kind of projects that I can talk to that might want to buy stuff. And then once you're hitting projects like, hopefully not this, I could make babies this year. It'd be like 6 years. It'd be like 6 years I could hit Hypo Monarch Clown Pied stuff.
That shit sounds so far, bro.
But
it does.
It does seem super fucking far. But I keep my eye on that because I know once I hit it, I'll be good. But once I hit an animal like that, there's gonna be people who want to buy it and keeping growing your circle to know those people, because I think your circle and your connections is the biggest thing you can have in this. You can have like Leviathan Snakes is a good example. Like they just started producing like very nice stuff. Yeah. But their circle is so broad that they can sell anything without going to a show, posting anything. They could literally just go, "Hey Brock, you want to buy this like 3-gene sunset het clown female? Okay, cool. Like take it." You know what I mean? True. I think that your connections, your network is like the biggest thing you can have in this. By far.
Definitely connected with them too. I was definitely excited when I got him on the interview too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. You got to
keep great people, man. Great people.
So would you rather make your triple visuals and then start adding the codons and stuff to it, or would you rather grow it as you go?
It's
with it
weird.
already mixed in.
I guess there's different ways to look at it. It's weird. I think you want to hit the triple no matter what. It'd be nice for me, like in different projects, you get the luxury to add other genes. You know what I mean? So on my Monarch Clown Pied side, at least the first ones I'll be able to hit won't have anything in them. So they'd be Pied double het Monarch Clown to a Pied double het Monarch Clown. So the best thing I could hit, unless I like bought a female, would be, or a male, whatever, with genes, would be from my own stuff, Monarch Clown Pied, triple visual with no codoms. But if I go Monarch Hypo Clown, what I can do now, because in that project I have the luxury to have Orange Dream, Enchi, and Fire. So you have to like, I think, depending on what the gene is and like what the specific combo is you're going for, you'd love to have other genes in there. But it's kind of a luxury to have those. Again, in like specific projects like Justin's Desert Ghost Axanthic Clown. Like even he didn't have the luxury to have
anything
Red
else.
Stripe and Spot Nose in the first one.
Right.
You kind of gotta like feel it out, and you gotta know for specific projects what genes will look good, which is hard when it's never been made. For me, I think I've seen Enchi Monarchs. I think they're great. Enchi Hypos are great. Enchi Hypo Clowns are great. Like all that stuff is great. So I have a good feeling. I really hope
if you
Enchi
put it all
Hypo
together,
Monarch Clown is gonna look good. I think OD, same thing, looks great. Fire is gonna be like an iffy one. Fire looks great in Hypo, looks great in Clown, looks great in Hypo Clown. In Monarch, it's touchy. Depending on like Firefly Monarchs, half people like them, half people don't. So it's like you'll see in the end if a Hypo Monarch Clown Fire is more like, it's gonna be more valuable, but like if that's what you want to like show first, because there's specific combos where it's like, do you want to show a lesser like a, I don't know, like a lesser monsoon before you show like a leopard monsoon? Probably not.
Probably, yeah.
So you kind of gotta get lucky in that part too. If you're hitting like those Super World's first combos, especially in double recessives and stuff, you gotta be sure, like not be sure, but get lucky with if that codon works good in it. Like
that's like Sunset. Like you got people that love it, and then you got people that hate it. You know what I mean? It's like,
bro, I don't like Sunset. Like I wouldn't go out and buy a normal Sunset for me. But there's specific projects in Sunset that I like because of the different genes in there. Like Hypo Sunset I love. And I got gifted, dude, into that project. I got a Banana Mojave double het male, and then the females are the worst eaters I had. So they won't be ready for probably another 5 years if they keep going the way they're going. But like I know that I'm gonna like that project because it's already been made. So to go on like world's first project, I kind of like hate that term now. But to go on like, I guess, cutting edge projects, to know what you want or like foresee the future is impossible. Like I know Monarch Clown Pied's gonna look cool if I hit something with good pattern, and I know Hypo Monarch Clown is gonna look great. But if I throw, like, I saw a Pastel Enchi Monarch Clown. The first Monarch Clown I ever saw in person was a Pastel Enchi Monarch Clown, and I was like, I don't really like that, because the pastel washed out a ton of the great burgundy and like stuff in the Monarch Clown. Like I've seen Troy and some other friends have shot me pictures of Monarch Clowns, and I'm like, dude, I'd kill for those. But the pastel and the one I saw in person was like, oh, like I don't. Right when I got home, I was like, I'm not putting pastel in my Monarch Clown stuff. Or like if I get pastel in my Monarch Clown, I'm selling those and keeping the ones without it.
Right.
Which, and again, I'm not a pastel hater. I love pastel, but in that specific project, it doesn't work.
I don't know. I seen a pastel tri-stripe.
Love
it.
I
was like, that thing was. You don't like it?
I liked it. I love it.
I do too.
Yeah. And
like it definitely held the yellow. Like it held it very strong.
Yeah.
It was an adult.
An adult, yes.
Yeah.
It was super. It was like bright. So I can only imagine if you either put Hypo or DG into it, it's gonna be crazy.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I don't like hating on genes. I don't hate
there's two genes I really hate, and that's like desert and caramel albino because of like
Problems.
yes,
Problems.
but like
uh,
oh shoot, am I? Oh no, okay, but
no, that was great.
but like I'm not hating on pastel. I love pastel, and I think it has its place in a ton of different stuff like tri-stripe and desert ghost. You need pastel in desert ghost and tri-stripe. Like you can't. I don't think you need it in desert ghost, but it does help in a lot of stuff. But I can't be like, oh, I don't want pastel in anything because I know it works in specific things. I don't want pastel in all my clowns. I don't.
I'm working on getting that shit out of my clowns now, and I have like 2 male. Like most of the clowns I have right now are males, and they're breeders. So I'm trying to work them into like different female projects, but I don't want the pastel at all.
Yeah, like
So-
me too in a few projects. Fred, I feel like I'm kicking you out of this con. Do you have anything to add, bro? I'm sorry.
Me? No.
Yeah, you know,
No, because Slick, I was about to direct the question towards you too, because I didn't want you to like sit there and not say nothing, because I really want your input as well.
yeah.
I like pastel in a lot of different stuff. I think that it works great in a ton of stuff. Not so much clown, of course, but
Yeah,
Exactly. Like there's
so much other stuff.
I think every gene is that way. For me, like it's very person to person, but like black pastel and pied, I don't love it as much anymore because you don't get a lot of pattern. There's
Right.
some people who love
The high white
white stuff. So and there's not as many of them, and well, there probably is, but they don't speak their mind of people who like pastel and clown because everyone shits on pastel and clown. Like for me, again, I don't love it. I have so much pastel in my clown, and it pisses me off. But trying to like wean it out and put pastel and stuff, like if I had a desert ghost clown, I'd be good. Like I'd be pastel desert ghost clown because I think that looks great. But pastel 3 gene clowns aren't as great as like, again, are you taking a pastel spot nose yellow belly red stripe clown, or are you taking a red stripe yellow belly spot nose clown? A lot of people are going to take it without pastel.
yeah, without the pastel.
So, but again, are you taking a tri-stripe or are you taking a pastel tri-stripe? You're taking it with pastel.
Facts.
So to like shit on certain genes because they don't work in clown or they don't work in your specific project doesn't mean they're shitty genes. And like,
Well, what about the case like with like Carnage, where if you get Carnage and Orange Dream together, they basically just eliminate each other.
I don't like that. That's the one thing I don't like is again, I have a lot of Spider. I don't love Spider and I don't hate Spider. I like Spider, actually. I'll say that. I like Spider. I think it's the coolest gene just solo, but I hate the issues it gives. But to have like the blackhead Spider, the blackhead Spider.
I'm scared of them.
We
Like
got
if
a Super Cypress, and that thing is it's
Yeah.
also wobbly and stuff, but man, she's going nowhere.
Yeah, like I have one of my favorite snakes I have in my collection. It's actually my brother's snake because I don't know if I can say it on live or whatever. He calls it the retard snake, and he thinks it's funny because she's my largest snake. She's a Mojave spider, dude. She laid a clutch, and it didn't. Half the clutch died through incubation, just molded out. The rest of them are still alive and well, but I don't think I'm going to breed her again just because I don't need to.
Right.
But she's one of my favorite snakes. She's 5,500 grams. She's a beautiful snake. Well, before she laid, she was huge. I love it. She's the best
Like
eater I've
vulture
ever had.
size.
How
Huh?
many grams you said?
She
That's
was
like
5,500 before she laid.
That's like a
Jesus
vulture.
Christ.
Dude, here, let's see. She's still skinny. That's the tough part. She eats like a champ. Here, let's pull her out. But because she laid 14 eggs,
God dang.
her biggest clutch ever was 19. But
God, that's a vulture.
yeah, there she is.
Biggest
This is on
one-
This is on a 6-foot table, by the way. This is a 6-foot table.
God,
Oh,
hey, that has to be.
But yeah,
sort of
look,
vulture.
you see, like she's upside down. She doesn't know exactly where she's going half the time.
Oh yeah, see, nope, I
But-
couldn't do it.
I'm not breeding her ever again. She'll just sit here and be my pet. But again, I love the look of her. She's cool. But I don't want to breed her because I don't want that, kind of passed on. But when you add like blackhead to it, it looks like a normal, which again, it takes away the issue, but it's a normal snake kind of looking thing. So I don't like especially in genes like the Carnage Orange Dream thing. When by themselves, they're both very nice genes, and then you put them together and they do nothing.
Yeah.
That I don't like together. But again, everyone knows you got to have Orange Dream.
Well, over here, we're not necessarily that into Orange Dream.
But
because
yeah.
we are trying to do the more ultra busy and
yeah, and
work Carnage hard.
It's like, and that's the fun thing. I think, like, I'm in business school right now.
Many different flavors, man.
Yeah, I'm in business school right now, and one of the things we had to do, or are actually doing right now, is like starting a business. And for me, it's easy because I can just use my business for the whole thing. But what is like a target market? And I explained to them because no one has any idea what this is. And I'm like, there is no target market.
No,
I explained. I was like, 3 weeks ago in Erie, PA, sold a $400 snake to an 8-year-old girl, and then 8 months ago in St. Louis, I sold a $1,500 snake to I think she was 78-year-old grandma who quilts for a living now that she's retired. Like, there's no specific. Yep, 25 to 35-year-old males are gonna buy a snake. That's not how it works, especially because of how diverse it is. If you go, this person really, there's probably 10-20,000 people who love bells, who just want to buy bells. Yep. And there's probably 20-30,000 people who just want GHI Mojaves or Pieds or albinos. You can't find. I told them, and they were like, "Okay, cool. Like, do whatever you want." You can't be like 20-year-old to 25-year-old guys all want bells. That's all they're gonna want. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So for people to have the diversity,
like you don't only want to see the new shit.
Yeah. Like for you don't like OD, so you might like OD, but that's
I like
not
OD, but it just doesn't work well with a lot of the stuff we're trying to do.
Bam. So if I came to you, you might want it, but like if I came to you with an Orange Dream hypoclompide, you'd probably say no before, like if I went to Baker, back to like the circle and marketing thing. If I went to Baker with an OD hypoclompide, he'd say, all right, here's 20 grand. If I went to you guys, you'd say, I mean, I'd take it, but it has to be 10 grand or whatever, like 5-10 grand below market value, because you don't want that. It's a nice animal, but you don't like the specific.
We would probably try to send you to somebody else. Like
exactly. I don't like it, but I know my buddy down the road is gonna buy that.
Right.
So, I think.
So AJ,
what up?
With the Carnage and OD, if you were to breed that with something else, would it separate and be able to? Would you be able to see Carnage and OG if you were to breed it something else?
Well, yeah, I don't know
like
about
you said, Lilac.
And whenever we did it, it was a world's first. So we actually had Kenny Aponte, which is a big name in the Carnage. He helps us ID all of our stuff, and like even he was like, I don't understand what's going on here. We can't see Orange Dream. We can't really see the Carnage. Like there's like a different animal, so we're thinking that this is it. And then like as it started growing more, we started sending more pictures, and like, okay, yeah, that is actually what it is. So like,
you have it with you.
It's not like one or the other or neither. It's kind of a thing that
like what is it?
Do you have it with you?
And like that's
are you gonna breed it? Like, would you breed that to see if? So could that possibly be like a Lilac or something?
No, probably not. So
wait, what is it? OD and Carnage?
Yeah.
And what do you say Carnage is like? It's like Nanny, right, or something like that.
Carnage.
Yeah, and is Nanny a Lilac? And Nanny's a Lilac with like cinnamon stuff, right?
No.
No.
Nanny is not known to be a Lilac with anything.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh wow.
So this one is a pastel belly Enchi Carnage, and like you can't really see. Let me go grab a single team Carnage.
Like, and that's I don't know. That's the thing. Like, with again back to the market. Like for me, if Fred makes us, or if they make a sick ass Carnage, I'm not gonna be the one to buy it. because for me, I don't
Yeah.
have carnage. I don't know what it does, and I don't know where I
I'm
would
the
want to go
same.
with it.
You sound
I'm,
like Brent.
I'm the same. It's
You know,
like I
but
can tell
I
with my
guarantee you,
offspring.
I guarantee you, they know at least 10 people who, if they hit a nice carnage, they can sell it to it instantly.
Yeah,
So here's a single gene carnage.
Yeah,
that's nice.
You can't really tell that this craziness is in this snake.
yeah.
So what
Yeah,
you think is dumbing it down like that?
That jump is crazy.
So what you think is dumbing it down like that as far as like the craziness in the pastel?
It's definitely the entry in that one. That's definitely because like any of your cleaning, brightening, lightening type stuff is going to try to wash it out. Not like wash out, but like it makes a difference.
And
like tone it down.
On the single gene, you can tell like,
and
yeah, that jump is great.
See, and I think that's crazy. Like to me, honestly, bro, in my opinion, the single gene looks better than the other one you just had.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and
let me go grab it in clown and blackhead. And
like,
I think it's super.
And here's, I think, another thing with like new genes too. Well, I know it's not new, it's nanny, but genes that aren't worked as much, for me, I related 100% to KRG because I have a lot of it and I think it's fucking sick. But I've seen that selling it's really hard.
I seen KRG and I didn't even know it was a gene. I thought it was literally a person.
Yeah,
and
like
they just put a name on it.
I ain't gonna lie. When they said it earlier, I thought it was a person too.
Yeah, I did not know it was a gene.
Like here, I'll just
somebody else done found something.
Like here's, and the gene's been around for like 8 years, but I'm one of the only guys to like, really work it. This a simple combo: pastel, lesser KRG.
So what part of that is KRG?
All this difference in the back, kind of like hieroglyphic kind of pattern. And then the difference also in the spotting in the dorsal, the banding over the back.
Okay.
So that's KRG. And I think compared to a pastel butter, I like that way more. Oh, dang.
Oh.
Dang.
So this is
a blackhead carnage clown.
Jesus Christ.
Now you see, now that's nice. That's visually pleasing.
That I like.
Very much so.
And that got the holes in the dorsal like keyhole.
Oh yeah, very similar.
And like, I don't know how well it'll show up on camera.
See, that's a clown I'll buy. I get a clown that look like that because it's not just brown.
Right.
What are those, Tyler?
So this is a phantom yellow belly and a KRG phantom yellow belly. So right here is phantom yellow belly. Right here's KRG. So it thickened the dark, thickened the black.
Oh, it made the dark darker too.
Set a little more striping into it. Like it definitely has a different color, different tone to it.
Yeah, definitely.
But for some people, they don't like it. So what I'm trying to do for a gene like this, where people don't know too much about it, I'm trying to throw it into stuff that does make it,
more
different.
Visually pleasing.
So like,
I wonder if you put that to like a phantom to like a Mojave and get like a purple potion or purple passion or something, would it make that a darker grayish tone?
Check this out. So this one I'll show you, and then I'll show you one that's like kind of similar to what you're talking about. So this is just pastel KRG. She's double hypopied.
Just like how you're saying with the KRG, how you're trying to use things that is going to work to its advantage.
Yeah,
that's why we try steering the nanny or carnage the way that we do.
Yeah,
is to try to bring out that craziness.
Here, so this I thought would really bring some more attention. Where is he? Would bring a little more attention to KRG because of just how cool this thing was, especially when it hatched. So this, can I get better lighting? Maybe. Come here.
Light combos are so hard.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So that's KRG Leopard Ivory male. It was really sick as a baby, but now he's like 800 grams and it doesn't show up as much. But when this thing hatched, it was the craziest ivory I've ever seen.
I don't know. I think AJ need to make that in the silky way.
So I got that, and I was like, oh shit! I posted it a few places I thought people would scoop it up, and people loved it, but it wasn't like it didn't change too much. So trying to throw it into stuff where it's like, okay, we got to work it more before a ton of people are gonna buy it. Again, like if I hit KRG Hypopod,
I agree.
There you go.
Look
like
at that. That's my favorite part. The head.
Yeah. If I threw Enchi into that mail, like where do I go with it? There you go. Like here's another one of my favorite KRGs. Where's she at? Oh, come on.
Cinnamon?
KRG, no cinnamon. KRG Phantom Leopard Yellow Belly.
Oh.
Het pied, female.
So did the leopard put that striping up and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
See, but I got a Phantom Leopard Yellow Belly, and all I'm missing is that KRG is gonna turn out like this.
Yep. So I'm gonna throw her this year to again. I like the KRG, but you know what else I like? I talked about it in a billion different times in this Monarch. So she's KRG Phantom Leopard Yellow Belly Het pied. I'm going to throw her to my Monarch Het pied. So I could make her visual Het Monarch.
Yeah, you got to show off one of them KRG pies, man. Those are nice.
I only got two that are, well, I have multiple, but they're not as visual as like these. So yeah, this is the just, my phone's about to die, 10%. There we go. So that's a KRG pied.
Dang, that jump dark.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, right. KRG pied, and then I showed it. I think this is when you split to a different chat, but this is KRG Calico pied. Again, the only one ever produced. She's got a little stuck shed, but KRG Calico pied.
How do you know Calico
pied? Yeah.
You see the speckling crazy difference in her pattern, and her saddle was like that too.
I see what you're saying.
That's the Calico. And
I don't know.
Yeah, and I hit this thing. Her sister.
That's tough.
Is this? This is KRG Black Pastel Lesser Calico KRG Probable Fire. Now that she's aging and looks so bright, 100% high five.
Crazy, man.
That's that's wild.
And the craziest KRG I've ever made is very similar to her, but dude, this thing is aging so fucking
when I get
well.
to the point where I can walk down roads, I'm winning.
This is like for me where I can maybe in the future step to. So this is Black Pastel, Lesser Sulfur, KRG Yellow Belly Hypo, 100% het pied.
Dang.
Get it.
Yeah.
So she's possible, and I don't think she is now that she's aging a little more. But yeah, Black Pastel, Sulfur, Lesser, Yellow Belly, KRG, Hypo, Het.
So do y'all think that it's easier to tell actually what it is when it gets older or when it's a baby? Because when they're babies, they're very vibrant. Like
it depends on what combo you're talking about.
As a baby.
It depends on what combo. So like,
I would say it depends too, but for the most part, I think it's easier when they start getting bigger.
When they, like her, like there's specific ones you know as their babies. Like I knew what she was as a baby, but as she's gotten older, she's become probably my favorite snake I produced last year. I think I already showed her off, but when she hatched, I knew what she was. But as she's grown older, all this like peach color in the back has come in these grays up the side have all come in.
Oh,
she's the same snake, same genes.
Wow.
But she's changed dramatically in color. So there's a lot of snakes you can tell right off the rip what they are, but knowing how they're going to age is the hard part. Because, again, someone just bought one of the, where is he? This. Super Pastel GHI Mojave Pinstripe Hypo.
Nice.
That's the first, well, I hit 3 in that clutch, but those were the first 3 of that combo ever made, and they were like, how is it going to age? Is it going to keep this gold when it's an adult? And I was like, I don't fucking know. same with this. Like as she's gotten bigger, especially with the GHI hypos, I find it a lot. But this is a pastel super GHI hypo.
It's nice.
Yeah, Super GHI make that dark.
Bro, that
Insane.
shit look like it's Super Saiyan, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That
This
look like-
girl's insane. But when she was hatched, she was like very, very different color than that. So there's combos that you're like, when they hatched out, like that KRG Calico Pied, I was hitting people up to see if there was Orange Dream and other things in the parent because she was so bright. Now she's older, you know she's not.
Yes, that's nice.
But yo, guys,
The
I
size
just
on
said
that.
my phone's at 10%, so I do gotta hop out of here.
All right.
All right, Tyler, I appreciate you hopping on, bro.
Hey, it was great talking to
yeah.
you.
Like,
Always
yes,
good
sir.
talking.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, my boy.
See ya.
Peace.
What is that?
So this is a super vanilla carnage.
Damn.
Yeah.
So y'all like got Carnage all through the collection for real, huh?
We've got quite a bit of it.
So were y'all working Carnage before, like heavy before the name change? I know it was Nanny and all that, but you were okay.
So do y'all have Nanny also?
It's the same thing. Nanny and Carnage are the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It just happens to be that they changed the name on the actual. What was the actual Nanny stuff? The Carnage, because there was other people trying to claim that they had Carnage stuff that wasn't. So instead of trying to fight or whatever, they were just like, "Hey, we're just going to rename it.
Okay.
It can be the
But-
two genes, and we can actually see the difference."
Sweet. So do you have both genes?
No, all we have is just the original Nanny stuff, which is now Carnage.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
yeah, everything they got is basically legit.
Right.
No bootleg over here.
So
The
let me
easy
ask
way
you
to
this:
put it.
so like if somebody, besides like going to the person, because I know you know the people that originated the gene, correct?
I don't know the originator myself, but
But you got somebody that can verify. You have somebody that can verify for you. Okay, so if you had to have, let's say, a Nanny, since it's the knockoff version of it, pretty much, how would you be able to identify what's Nanny from Carnage?
So let me go back to the single gene.
That jump crazy. That jump
Yeah.
has a lot of stuff in it, bro.
It looks real granity-ish.
Yeah, a lot. That's why I was like, man, that jump is. I might be able to tell the difference with that from a normal. Of course, from a normal.
Well, yeah, you'll be able to tell that, I'm sure. But even in the single gene that he had, the one from before, like I said, I like how the single gene version looked compared to when he had pastel on it.
Yeah.
So
See,
with
like
the
this is the single gene, right?
The main things you look for, besides the granite, because other genes can carry granite as well. There's a lot of granite-y type stuff. Like even vanilla itself can have a lot of granite.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some vanilla like that.
One of the big things you look for is the back of the head neck area. See how the blushing on the back of the head, and then it goes into the back of the neck.
Oh.
So that's a big one you're looking for.
Okay, I see that now. I see that.
Yeah, he's not wanting to work. There we go.
Oh yeah, it's more blush instead of just turning straight to the tone.
Right. And then it likes to put out these like thumbprints with color on them, kind of like right there. See how it's almost like a miniaturized alien head or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like the lace popcorn,
Okay.
but except it has color in it.
Right.
Lace is just like white.
Right. It's not flaming. It's just like miniature alien heads, basically. So one there.
Oh.
There we go.
I see it. Yeah.
And then overall preparation as well. And then the craziness that happened. So like all of those together is what Nanny, well, now Carnage is.
So when you saw that as a baby in the egg, did you automatically know that that was a Carnage?
Yeah, this one was pretty obvious.
Okay, because I'm
Yeah,
like, if I had to see that in the egg, I would probably be like, that shit is a normal. I would probably straight up say that shit is a normal because I am not.
I don't know.
Nice as hell,
those alien heads are not even normal, bro. Like them Jones don't have
well,
no form.
No facts, but see, that's just like this damn supposedly blackhead that I know for a fact is not a blackhead. Now that shit is a normal. I don't care what nobody tells me. That shit is a normal.
Really? Pull it out.
Yeah. Hey, she might be in shed though.
He said she is a normal. I don't know. She might be head clown, man. She ain't head pie. We know that.
It ain't even head pie.
I got a big normal. She's about 8. She's like 8 years old. I don't know what she is. Like she doesn't even have alien heads. Like she has no eyes inside the alien heads. I don't know. Like I don't know what she could be. So yeah, I just got her as a normal.
This shit is a normal. She a shed though.
Let me see the eyes. The eyes
dark though, bro.
So first and foremost, let me my disclaimer. I rescued her. For the most part, she was a rescue. She was small as hell, and I think they damn near burnt her, so they traumatized her. Beautiful, like docile snake, real chill. But then even when you look, see if I can get this to focus.
So I don't know, man. She might be blackhead.
I'm saying the same. She's dark as hell, bro.
Dude, she got that eye stripes though. Her eye stripes are high as hell.
The eye stripes are faded out on her, and that's a big sign for blackhead. And then the fact that like she wants to have like pretty much a black dorsal on her back.
Yeah, like her shit is dark as hell.
It looks pretty convincing.
I mean, if you don't want her, you can send her up.
Bro, I done got this girl to Look, I'm gonna give it a buck though, bro, because I had got her I got her shed tested because she was supposed to be double head clown pie. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit would have been real nice. But so I got a shed tested from Charlie, and it came back that she wasn't het pied according to Charlie. So I'm kind of like iffy. That's why I was like, I'm iffy on the whole shit altogether. From the person who it came from,
right?
That's why I'm keeping it. I think this shit is a damn normal.
Yeah,
but sure. I think worst case scenario, I'm gonna still probably put her to a clown and just see what the fuck happens.
There you go.
If not, I just put her to an acid.
Yeah, there you go.
To an acid.
Put something on the table, right?
Yeah, put something on the table. Them acids, though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to keep them. I'm gonna have to keep them in the chain, man, and get some more acid throughout the collection. Before I like get rid of them. I like acid a lot.
Nah, I just gotta get some more. I just gotta get some more stuff all together.
Like right now, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna put to my calico female.
So I just got the call that dinner was ready, but this girl here is a blackhead, cinnamon, pastel, carnage.
Oh, so that's a black pewter.
No, it's actually a blackhead pewter carnage.
Dang.
So, and then you can tell carnage shows up so well, bro.
Yeah, you can see the fading in the back of the head neck area again.
Yeah.
You can see the oh, right there's one right there.
Yeah. Oh, you got a lot of them on that side.
Right.
Yeah.
You can see the grittiness and the wacky alien heads and.
Brandon, you might as well get in the carnage, bro. You'll be able to identify them.
Oh yeah.
Just
So
might.
check this out. It also says F and A on the tail there. A black F, black N,
that's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
so how many people have a snake that they made with their name on it?
That's hard.
Like that's crazy.
That's tough.
That's a female?
Yep.
Damn.
Her name is My Girl.
I'm with it.
You got my name tattooed on her and everything.
But yeah,
So,
bro. Go ahead,
so how do you feed your females to like through the year in terms of do you just feed them like once a week and then when it's breeding time try to get a little more?
Once a week and try to read the animals. Like if they're sitting up towards the front and they're like active whenever you open it and acting like they want some things, give them an extra one here.
That's cool. Because I was always wondering that. Like my leopard, that's the only one I was able to pair. She's like that all the time. Like all the time.
You're trying to get big, you gotta watch them.
Yeah, like but yeah. And then the big normal one, she's like that too. But I really don't really care to pair her. I don't really care for her. I got her because somebody had her and I was like, all right, I'll take her. But she's huge. She's very docile. Like the kids love her. So she's and she's like that. And then I have some females that's like they like that. And then as soon as you put the rat in, they like, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Right.
Like man, y'all are crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely like learning how to read them. The more you're around them, the more you learn how to read them. So,
did y'all ultrasound your entire time, or did y'all just like get into ultrasound?
We got into it probably 2 years ago, I think, maybe 3. But our friend was coming over and helping us with it, and then we got to a point where we were like using it more than he was. So we're like, hey, how about we just go ahead and do this trade here, because like at the time, well, we still end up ordering pallets of cocoa, well, not cocoa blocks, but the chipper now. But
you're like you're a distributor for them.
We ended up just trading cocoa blocks for ultrasound, basically.
Sweet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like that little trade there.
Yeah.
So y'all, as far as the chip, y'all he was asking if y'all distributors.
Yeah, distributors. Yeah.
So how much is this
right now? What?
Y'all ship?
No, we don't ship.
I was about to ask the same thing. Same thing.
I wonder if that's hard. I wonder if that's like a hard thing to get shipped. So like
it's just too heavy for what it is. Like the shipping costs too much for it, unless you're getting it by pallets or something, you know.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
You could call up Chris Davenport though, and he'd let you know who was selling chippers in your area, or if there's not, then there might be a market for it, you know.
Interesting. That is interesting. I was looking at when I was watching Billy My channel something. He was saying that it's only a certain amount of people that sell the stuff that they use.
Yeah, the Go for Cocoa, I think they use.
Yeah, Go for Cocoa. Yeah.
Right.
And he was saying that he swears by it and all of that. So
we've actually been starting to look into that stuff too. Like always trying to keep our options open, you know.
For sure. They said that one doesn't create dust or anything like that.
Right. I hear it's a little bit more absorbent too. Like the chipper, it isn't the most absorbent one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely look into that though. That sounds promising. If it's more absorbent and it doesn't have dust like that.
Right. I mean, it's definitely worth looking into.
I seen one that was made out of hemp.
What's that?
I seen a substrate made out of hemp.
Oh, right. I think they're using that mostly for rats.
Oh,
for real?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess it helps keep the ammonia smell down.
Yeah.
Where you find that at?
I seen it on IG probably about a year ago.
You can get that stuff from Chris Davenport also, I believe.
Sweet.
The hemp rat bedding.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
they
a
said that stuff was pretty good at all of it.
right.
I was like, shoot, you can probably grow some of that.
Here in Colorado, we
I actually got I got a friend that got a farm and he grows, you know what I'm saying, trees and CBD and
right.
THC and all that good stuff, all the good. But he has his own land and he grows on. I might have to talk to him about that, like to get it. He used to actually have snakes himself when he was younger or whatever. I'm gonna have to ask him about that, see if he could do something like that. Cause that'd be a good little business, bro.
Right.
A good extra little, you know what I'm saying?
The hemp and yeah.
Because you don't need the hemp. Like you don't smoke the hemp, do you?
Nah, that's just all
That's like the tree stalk, right?
Yeah. It's just all the flower that everybody's after.
Yeah, so I mean, you might be able to get it for free. You don't need it.
You don't need that might be a little side hustle right there, my boy.
Yeah, you
but
probably set it up.
You'd have to find like the machines that be able to chop it up or whatever, or like make it those strands or whatever.
Yeah, make it like a mulch.
Use it, yeah.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up for real. I want to see how that's made now.
right.
Yeah, I seen it on IG.
I ain't never seen that.
So this pizza just came, so I'm trying to get my grub on.
All right, brother.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Appreciate
it.
Hell yeah. It was great talking to y'all, man. I appreciate it.
Till next time, my brother. Till next time.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks.
Gotta do this again. Peace.